June 15, 2008. North Monastery, Deep Canyon Dive. Me and Rick swam out just past the wash rocks and dropped into about 90 foot of water. We were very close to the edge of the canyon, so checking each other, and with a wave, we both proceeded down over the edge. I was much more comfortable on this dive, and I think Rick was also. I was hoping to find the sponge structure that looked so much like a vertebra from my previous dive. Sometimes you get lucky. I honestly don't think I could have done better in that respect if I'd have drawn a map. So I descended down, I checked my depth, 121 feet, and there directly below me was that sponge structure. Giving myself a familiar reference point from the previous dive allowed me the luxury of doing a little bit more looking around. I think Rick was feeling more comfortable here also. Of course, I didn't get to delay too long. Suddenly my depth sensor was going off, telling me I needed to ascend because I had hit the 130-foot mark. Well, that was pretty much expected, being as this is what happened the last time, so I swam upward. One thing did occur to me that didn't occur to me last time. That was the absolute barrenness of the rock here. Outside of some white dots that are little white nudibranches, there's hardly any life on this rock. As you ascend up to 120 or 110 foot or even 100 foot at the point there, more and more life begins to appear. But drop down that 20 foot. We found some little baby fish, some juvenile rockfish. My guess is that they either live much deeper than this and were coming up to get some light. And then up at 110 foot, the Coronactus anemones started. They're beautiful organisms, and one of the reasons I got into diving in the first place. Well, as with any deep dive, our time was up far quicker than I would really have liked it to have been. I can only hope to return to the darkness one more time. Quick note, while we were up at the surface from that first dive there, a juvenile wolf eel swam right over and hid behind Rick's back, in between his back and his tank. And then when I jammed the camera underwater, it swam over to me. I don't know if this is good luck or not, but it's really cool. I just thought I'd share that. While I'm at the surface, why not take a few shots to show off the beautiful day we had for diving as well. Flat water, blue skies, everyone should be so lucky. For our second dive of the day, me and Rick decided to explore the kelp forest in between the deep water canyon and the shoreline. Different types of dives have different types of attention that needs to be paid, especially when you're in a shallow water environment like this with lots of vegetation and lots of fish. You see the fish, right? Here, let me touch them. There you go. These cabezon blend in almost perfectly with the rocks that they're laying on. You have to really watch out for them. I was following Rick on this dive. The kelp forest is just beautiful, almost eerie, like a fog-shrouded forest. Occasionally a fish would swim by lazily. Gold and green light shining up from above. Just beautiful sometimes. Again, the cabezon hiding carefully. Would dart around a corner. Then I was lucky enough that he was unable to hide for a few brief moments. Had to watch out for the kelp, though. It'd get you. Found a kelp greeling darting nervously back and forth. Wasn't at all sure that it was enjoying being in my spotlight. A juvenile lingcod, on the other hand, seemed completely unconcerned by my presence. And again with the cabezon and their amazing camouflage. Even the sponges in this part of the ocean are just gorgeous, easily rivaling anything from the Caribbean. Or maybe it's just me. The perpetual rhythmic motion of the kelp, contrasted by the slow, deliberate movements of the fish, the beautiful lights dappling down from above, just breathtaking. As we approached the outer edge of the kelp forest, closer to where me and Rick descended earlier today, the swell was substantially more noticeable. Exposed to almost the complete power of the ocean, this is what it looks like on a calm day. Not such a calm day, perhaps, is a reason why this piece of kelp was ripped free from its mounting and drifting, completely isolated. A small group of students returning from a deep water dive, probably an advanced open water course. And of course, in 80 foot, we begin to see the current headed down towards the deep water area. We turn around and cut our way back through the kelp. And as we enter the kelp, me and Rick are surrounded by a large school of blacksmith. These metallic blue and black fish swarmed around us in extremely large numbers. What a great way to end a day of diving.